Where are we today? I have a lovely theme. Don't always have a theme, but I just thought today, self-discipline. Don't like that word much, a lot of us, discipline, because it sounds like hard work and doing things we don't want to do. But there's a really fantastic, I found some very interesting ideas about this. But one of the best, well, the Dalai Lama says, a disciplined mind leads to happiness. An undisciplined mind leads to suffering. That's kind of like straight down the line, tell it as it is. And I think it's really interesting that one of the meanings of yoga, the word yoga, if you look it up and look at the definitions, is discipline. And that just really means that you're kind of, you commit. And again, that's not sometimes always a word we want to hear. But maybe look at it differently, because it is self-love as well, discipline, self-discipline. So we begin with the bow, and then we're going to sit on the mat. So you can move this here. Sit comfortably. Let's give the knees a little rub. Let's place the hands together, give our hands a little rub. Might be a little bit chilly where you are. And it's just a good way of centering focusing your attention between the hands. And then extend and interlink the fingers, breathing in, push up. Let's extend and expand and wake up the back a little bit. Particularly if you've been sitting at a laptop a lot today, or even just sitting a lot, it's normal. And we're just going to give our back a little treat by extending upwards, opening up the shoulders. Try and get the arms up right by the ears rather than in front. We want to get them right almost out of our eye line here. Breathing in, expand the chest and the ribs, lift them up. And breathing out, lower the arms down. Good. Then we're going to take the left hand down to the left side. Breathing in, extend up to the right. Look up at that right hand. Really feel that it's lifting up out of the right hip there. And as you breathe out, reaching over the body, so you can look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm. Take the hand a bit further away if it's more comfortable. Just so you've got lots of space here on the left side of the neck. Breathe. Reaching over and inhaling, reaching up, exhaling, lower that right arm down, make that land on the ground. Breathing in, extend up to the left, and breathing out, reaching over the body. Good. Looking up at the ceiling there. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Feel that left side expand, enjoy that expansion. Keep breathing deeply. Use the inhale to come up. Exhaling, lower that left arm down. Okay, let's just sit for a moment, close the eyes, just feel the body's a bit more enlivened now. Think about the back of the neck being nice and long. I'm just going to chant the mantra Om just once, just to see how that feels now. The body's more accessible. Breathe into the nostrils. Let's just do that one more time because it felt good to me. Yeah, and we don't want to shortchange ourselves. So another Om, so breathing into the nostrils, filling the body with air, and then a big sound out through the mouth, open the mouth wide. Good. Okay, let's just sweep the energy. So right hand on left shoulder, sweep it to the right hip. Let's do that 3 times. 3. Left hand on the right shoulder, sweep it 3 times. And diagonal across the body, 2, 3. Bring the hands to the heart center, pressing the palms firmly together, but keeping the chest lifted, shoulders down away from the ears. Nice long front of the shoulders. And on the inhale, we open the arms wide, open the heart wide, look up. And exhaling, bring the hands back, looking at the tops of the fingers there, even bringing the thumbs to the heart center. Inhaling, taking the hands back, open wide. open and receptive, and then breathing out, coming back into ourselves. So we feel these different elements, this kind of outgoing part of ourselves, this kind of looking outside of ourselves, and then coming inwards into a kind of more quieter, darker space. And we need to have, all of this capacity to be really expanded and open, but also to be able to be contained and small and inside, interior, inward looking. So we get the balance of these things. One more, inhale and exhale. Yeah, we make the choice when we want to be open, when we want to be contained. Let's come into a twist, right hand on the left knee. Breathing in, lift the chest, left hand comes behind. Yeah, nice long back of the neck, lifted chest. As you breathe out, twisting around to the left, from the bottom to the top. So the belly comes around, the ribs, the chest, the shoulder, then the eyes, then the nose. Keep extending and lengthening as much as you can on that inhale. Feel the back and the abdominals working together, holding this band around your middle, holding you together, having a sense of holding of yourself. Shoulders down, away from the ears, neck is long. Breathing deeply. Inhale one more time and untwist to the front. Right hand behind, left hand on the right knee. Breathing in, lift the chest, lengthen, strong belly here. Again, this feeling of support around the middle. And as you breathe out, the belly comes around to the right, the chest, the shoulder. The shoulders are down away from the ears. We're holding onto that knee firmly without gripping. And seeing if there's a bit more space for us to twist into. Breathing in. Lengthening, lifting the chest, feeling that engagement with the abdominals. The front of the body is getting long. The back of the body is strong. The shoulders are down. The neck is long. And one more breath in, and then breathing out, coming to the front. Let's just bring the hands to the ground. So it may be that your fingers just touch the ground here, or maybe that you can just walk the hands forwards. Walk the hands forward as far as you can go. And then bring the head down to the ground. Really thinking about the sitting bones diving into the ground. So once your hands as far forward as you can go, you just anchor them down and then try and expand and lengthen your back away from the fingertips. The fingertips are stretching away from your body, and the sitting bones, the tail is driving away from the fingertips, making a lovely long line. Good. Then lift the head and walk the hands back up. Good. Take the hands behind you, fingers pointing forwards. Let's open the chest, lift the chest. So we're really taking the shoulders back, opening the fronts of the shoulders, lifting the chest, looking up at the ceiling slightly. Breathing in and breathing out. And let's not forget the neck. So we lift the right arm up and we take it to the back of the neck, fingers just underneath the left ear there. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let the head fall forwards. And then as you relax, you'll feel the nose start pointing towards that left knee. So we're just creating length on the left side of the body. Keep dropping that left shoulder and just keep relaxing the left side by using your breath and holding firmly but not gripping the neck with your hand, just so it feels that support. Breathing in and breathing out, just feel the release and length. We take a bit of time with this neck. Use the inhale to lift your head up and exhale, release the hand. See how that feels. Oh, yeah. Stretch up through the left side, extend up, and then take that hand to the back of the neck, feeling the hand is just below that right ear on the right side of the neck. Looking forwards, breathe in, breathing out, the chin comes down to the chest. The arm is just relaxing down. And then you just slowly start to point your nose and your eyes towards your right knee and drop the right shoulder down. This arm is just hanging, this arm is just heavy in the lap. And just breathe. Feel the length in the right side of the neck. Just enjoy that lengthening feeling. Deepen your breath so you have more spaciousness For that out breath, there's more release happening as you lengthen the out breath. Use the next inhale to lift the head up, release the neck, feel that lovely swan-like neck. Maybe you want to just lift and roll the shoulders back a few times just to feel the impact. And release the neck, and often the shoulders just feel so much more spacious. Everything is connected, you know this. Let's come onto all fours. So we're going to just do these opposite movements. So extending the right hand and the left leg, make a lovely long line. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears all the time. So you need to soften the elbow for that to happen. Otherwise, you're going to do this movement. And breathing out. So soften the elbow, shift the weight to the right hand, breathe in, extend. It's almost like the heart and the chest follows that movement. And then we breathe out. Bending into the elbows, breathe in. Open and breathe out. Make this very expressive, this movement. Inhaling, extend, point the toes, or you can push the heel back if you want. And breathe out, looking down at the ground. Changing your point of view, breathe in, breathe out, going in time with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. This is kind of a bit like a cross crawl on the ground as well. So we are connecting the opposite side of the body with cross-lateral movement with our breath and our focus. This is a really great little practice, very simple and important to keep mindful. Notice what your mind is doing. So this is the kind of key element of discipline, of self-discipline, of creating or sustaining your practice, committing to your practice, is how we relate to our mind and having a disciplined mind. So we sit back onto our heels, extend the arms forwards, bring the forehead to the ground, breathe out. Just feel that lovely length in the spine. Widen the knees if you need to, or if it feels good. This is a restful position, so, you know, soften into it, relax. Good. Okay. So from this position, we're going to just come up onto all fours, keep the hands where they are. And as you exhale, we're going to take the hips forward, open the chest, take the shoulders down away from the ears, and let those arms pull back. So his elbows come into the sides. Inhaling, exhale, sit back into the heels. Deeply, breathe out fully before the next inhale lifts you. And exhale, sinking and relaxing. Just really enjoying the difference between the in-breath and the out-breath. The in-breath, inspiring, energizing, out-breath, releasing, softening, emptying, in-breath, lifting you up, exhaling, just expanding into that exhale actually. Inhale, exhale. Do a couple more of these. Opening up the backs of the shoulders, just enjoying that movement. Keep the fingers spread wide, keep the hands engaged with the ground. Keep your mind involved. Notice what your mind is doing all the time. Notice, where is my mind? Where is it going? What is it being hooked by? What is hooking it? What is taking my mind away from what I'm doing right now, from this present moment? Notice that. Okay, just sit back into, in fact, before we come in back and sitting back, just come up a little bit. We're going to just come into this little shoulder opener. The back of the right hand is on the ground. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, just let that hand slide away and come onto the side of the head there. You can sit back into your heels if you want to, so you can choose where you want to be. But the main thing is we want to get the arm underneath us, so we're opening the shoulder blade there. I'm going to come into this one. Yeah, you can choose what works better for you. Breathing in through the nostrils, maybe taking a sigh out through the mouth here. Good. And just feel that space increasing between the shoulder blades and back of the shoulder. But very easily, minimum effort. I use the inhale to push into the left hand, come back onto all fours, wherever the hands are. Back of the left hand on the ground, breathing in and breathing out, sliding that away. Again, you can either sit back onto the heels there, rest on the side of the head, or have the bottom slightly away from the heels. It's up to you. Breathing in, breathing out, just releasing. Out through the mouth. Make some sounds to really give your body a strong message so it's okay to let go and relax. Now use the inhale to push into the right hand, come back onto all fours. And we're just going to take the left foot back and then take the right foot back. And we'll come into this plank, checking that the chest is above the hands, making sure the hands with the fingers spread wide, the knuckles are on the ground. Breathe. And now you can either take the knees to the ground and come onto the front of the body, or lower your body down with your upper body strength. Lying on the front of the body, head to one side, or if you prefer, on the back of the hands. Breathe here. Just feel your breath. Yeah, it's always good to sigh if you get a moment there. And then just slide the hands forwards. We're going to do this jellyfish maneuver. Bring them forward to the ground. And again, we're going to do these opposite movements. So lifting the right arm and the left leg, looking forwards where that's going, and then breathing out. Breathing in. So we've got a bit of a back bend in here, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. You can bring them forward to the ground each time if you want to really close that movement down. But really lifting the gaze as you inhale, and relaxing on the exhale. Let's do one more each side. Okay. Then we're going to bend the knees, take the arms back, and hold onto the fronts, the tops of the feet. If this is not possible, if you're not reaching your feet, then you can always place the hands on the ground. You do the same thing. You're going to come into a bow, so you can do it holding the feet or with the hands on the ground. It's the same principle. Try to make sure the knees aren't splaying out too wide because it'll put too much pressure on the sacrum there. Starting on the forehead. Lifting the shoulders away from the ground to give yourself a head start. Breathe in and breathe out. On the next inhale, big inhale, lift. The inhale lifts you up. Try to get the knees, even if they're starting to lift off the ground. But you're already doing well if you're holding onto the feet. If you're not holding onto the feet and the hands are on the ground, you're just lifting the chest. It's the same kind of movement, it's not much different. But we're just getting a bit of extra opening on the front of those hips, particularly in the thighs. Again, this is really counteracting all that sitting that we're doing. So we're doing ourselves a really good job here. And lower down on the out breath, lower the feet down. Come onto the palms of the hands, push into the hands, and just walk your hands back, come back into the swan, and then sweep the hands back into the pose of the child. Let's have a little moment here to recover. And just give the back a little bit of a rest. You can give your back a little rub if you want to. Kind of feels nice. Yeah. Breathe out through the mouth. Let the arms just rest. Back to the arms. Relax the mouth and the jaw. Relax the shoulders and hang forwards. Breathe. Okay. Slide the hands forwards now. I'm going to come up into a downward dog. So extend the arms forward, fingers spread wide. Come up onto all fours. Breathing in, tuck the toes under. Breathing out, lift the knees off the ground. Let's come into our downward dog. Look back towards the feet. And let's just get the legs a bit more lively. So pushing the right heel down, lifting the left heel, and getting a good bend in those knees just to get the body really moving. Getting a good connection between all the fingers and the palms of the hands on the ground. Getting the shoulder blades, creating space between the shoulder blades. Shoulders are coming away from the ears. And then we're going to come into a little hip lift. So just take a small side step with the left foot. And lift the right leg off the ground. Good. Lifting the right leg. And then bend the right knee. Let the lower part of the leg hang over to the left side of the body. And then you're going to look up underneath the right armpit, up at the ceiling. Good. Opening that hip up. And then point the toe up in the air again. Look at the hands. And then the right knee is coming forwards. And it might land just around about near the hands, where the hands are. So you'll notice here, my lower part of my leg is going underneath the body, directly across. And I flatten that foot or just creep it back. I'm getting as much openness here in the front of the hip there. If you're finding this very, very difficult, then you really need to have the cushion underneath the right thigh there, or a block or something underneath there, or a blanket. So make it easier for yourself. This is a strong pose, you know. So now we're in the pigeon. So we want to try and get those, you want to try not to sit on the right thigh there. You want to try and get the hips level. So you might need to have the hands on the knee there, or make little kind of almost tents with the fingers here on the ground. But we're really trying to get that left hip forwards all the time and keep this chest nice and open. Good. And then we're just going to relax into this a bit more by taking the hands forwards and bringing the forehead either to the ground or resting on the backs of the hands. You can even rest on the side if you want to with the head. It feels very restful. Breathe. And imagine as you're breathing out, particularly that left hip is sinking down to the ground. If your hips, you know, are fairly open, this can be very, very easeful. This can be very, very releasing tension which gets gathered in the hips. Good. And then we'll just walk the hands back up to the body. Let's feel that pigeon again. And then we're just going to tuck. If you can, let's see if we can come back to downward dog from this position, because we came into it from downward dog. So you're going to tuck the left toe under and see if you can just take that right toe back, or find your way. There's always a different way of doing it. And just feel that stretch in the backs of the legs. Enjoy that. Now we're going to take a small side step with the right foot, lifting the left leg up to the sky, breathing in and out, extend and point the toe, bend the left knee, let it hang over to the right side of the body, looking up underneath the left armpit. Breathe. And then point the toe, look towards the hands. Bring that left knee forwards. It's coming forwards and it's going to land. Lower part of the leg might want to go underneath the body, like crossing underneath. But how much you do that is up to you. That's your volume control. It might not be so much. And then we kind of either have the hands on this left knee or thigh, or on the ground here. But we're really trying to keep that left thigh off the ground. So you could put a blanket or a cushion underneath that if you feel you need some more support. Breathe. Open the chest, shoulders back. This is a pigeon part, this pigeon chest. And then we're just going to take the hands to the ground and slowly walk the hands forwards and rest the head on the ground or on the backs of the hands. You can turn your head to the side. That's a nice way of really releasing into the posture, and feel the right hip sinking down. Maybe close the eyes. Breathe deeply. In and out through the nostrils. Okay, so walk the hands back up. Come onto the hands, the palms of the hands. Tuck the right toe under, and let's see if we can lift the right knee off the ground and send that left foot back. So we're back in downward dog, which feels really good after all of that hip action. So just feel a little breath there, and then we'll just walk the feet towards the hands, bend the knees, then we're in the ragdoll. So just enjoy that release you're getting, knees bent, head hanging forwards, just turn the head, turn the neck there. Release. And slowly uncurl, keep breathing in and out. Leave the arms like big heavy weights in front of you. Leave the head hanging until finally the shoulders rock back, the head lifts up. Let's roll the shoulders back a few times, breathing in and out, bending the knees, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Enjoy the movement in the shoulders. And then forwards with those shoulders, breathing in and out. Okay, enjoy your body. Movement generates energy. Movement, when you move the body, give it breath. Also our emotional state changes quite quickly, amazingly. And then take the feet a bit further apart. Knees bent, let's come into these little twists, just loosen everything up. And you can do any one of these things, particularly these little limbering exercises, great little things to do first thing in the morning. You can just have that as your yoga practice. You just do one thing, moving the body with the breath and with intention. And if you're doing that, then you are practicing yoga. And that will just grow like a little seed. You have to start somewhere. And better to start small steps. Don't put yourself off. Okay. Yes. So let's come into a little cross crawl. So you lift the left knee with the right hand and right knee, left hand. We're just going to this. Let's see how this feels today. Notice how you are responding to this. Does it feel like, yeah, I love this. This is bright. I feel lively. Or is it kind of a bit of an effort? But keep moving. Keep trying. Keep making the effort. And maybe there is a change coming. So extend the leg, meet it with the opposite hand. Yeah, breathe, 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 breathe. Breathing all the time to support the movement. And this is a great little, takeaway. You can do this at home or other times. So you take the left leg out to the side, arm coming over the head. This arm, I like to start doing this kind of mirroring of the upper arm. So you get this lovely circle, spiraling effect. Just feels a bit more interesting and involved for the body. Keeps the mind engaged. Body and mind. Body and mind. They're totally connected. I mean, call these things separate. They're not all separate, really. Everything affects everything. Good. Okay. And let's just finish by opening the hips a little bit more, or giving them some relief. Lifting and opening. Lifting and opening. Lift the knee and open the knee out to the side, just to give a little bit of movement to the hip joint. Giving it some release, giving it some attention, breathing in and out through the nostril all the time. Good. And then releasing, sweeping out, cleaning out, cleansing half breath. Let the arms swing. Let's try that again. Breathing in. Let the arms swing. Let's try that again. Breathing in. Fresh new in-breath. Empty out. So again, one more. Big, inspiring inhale. Fill the body up and then empty it out. Let the arms swing a little bit. Take the feet a bit wider. Let's have the arms swinging in front. Knees are bent. Just loosen everything up. Strong belly here, though. The back is straight. We're not hanging forwards. Keeping that upright spine. Chest is open. Shoulders back. Down away from the ears. And then come to still. Okay. And we'll just do one more thing. We're just going to bring the heel to the backside. Just to motivate us a little bit. We're literally kicking ourselves in the backside. Yeah. After when we just start, kind of a little bit of starting energy will keep us going. So just doing one thing and just saying, okay, I'll just do one thing and see what happens after that. Come to the front of the mat. We're going to come into triangle, Trikonasana. Weight on the left foot, step back with the right. Right foot pointing directly forwards. Get the hips square to themselves. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Lift the chest. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, open the hands, open the heart. Breathing out, reaching over to your left and then down. Soften those knees. Don't bend them, but just soften them. So they're not locked. Just see the difference. It's a small movement. And go down as far as you feel is still kind of keeping good integrity of the posture, which means if you're going down so far and that right shoulder's hanging forwards, we don't have any integrity. Whereas, you could be up here. It's much nicer to have a good quality in your asana, if you like. Breathe, open the chest. Yeah, maybe even smile. Smile, yeah. That's wide across the chest, wide hands, open in the hip. Nice open face. Breathe deeply. Yeah, Use the next inhale to come up, maybe bending into the left knee to soften that. And lowering your arms down on the exhale, bend into the right knee, and come back to the front of the mat. Change the weight to the right, step back with the left. Find your feet, even weight between the feet, breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, open the hands. Breathing out, reaching over to your right and down. Make contact with that lower leg. And expand upwards away from that. So you have our stability here, or ground. You're pressing against the inside of this leg, wherever it is, with the back or front of the hand, so that you can slightly twist the body and reach the fingers up to the ceiling, giving those fingers a little wiggle. Keep our attention. Notice where your mind is going. Noticing a movement of the breath in the body. Yeah, where's that breath going in the body? Soften the knees, feel the feet. So notice always tendency sometimes to lock the knees or to grip with the toes. Use the inhale to come up, bending into that right knee slightly. Lowering the arms on the exhale. Bend into the left knee and spring easily back to the front with poise and grace. Warrior two naturally follows on from triangle, I feel sometimes. Weight on the left foot, big step back with the right. So we're not at a right angle now, remember, we've got that foot slightly forwards. Get the hips level, square, breathing in, lift the arms up. Lift the chest, lengthen the whole body, keep that length as your arms come down to shoulder height. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. So you get this lovely long neck. Breathing in. As you breathe out, you're going to bend into the left knee. The knee's going to hover above the ankle. Try to make sure this isn't happening. What happens is the knee goes beyond the ankle and the body starts coming forwards. So we want to try and, prevent that from happening by only going as far as just above the ankle, and then take some weight back into that strong anchoring back leg of the warrior. Looking down the left arm. Keep those shoulders down. The neck is long. The chin is tucked in slightly. Back of the neck is long. So it's on top of the body, not kind of coming forwards. Not coming forwards here either to the left hand, front hand. And feel the body is upright, coming upright out of the hips. Notice that. Breathe. Ungrip the toes if that's happening. Use the inhale to come back up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Let's bend into the right knee a lot so that you can spring back easily to the front of the mat. Weight on the right foot. Just switch that over and then big step back with the left. Get the weight even between the feet, get the hips level and square. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the chest, lengthen. Fill that body with space, with air, and breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Remember to keep the shoulders down. The arms are extended away, and sometimes that means the shoulders start hunching up, but try to keep them down, back of the neck long. Exhaling, bending into the right knee, just checking your knee isn't flopping inwards. So many things that we can check here. So many things that we can focus our mind upon, which is good. It means the mind has lots of things to focus upon, lots of things to think about, rather than letting it kind of, oh, this is kind of about, this is sort of warrior, and then look around the room all the time. Am I extending my fingers away from each other? Is the chest lifted? Is the belly strong? Back at the base of the spine pointing down. Strong right thigh, pushing that left heel back, ungripping the toes, breathing deeply, looking down the right arm with intention. Yeah. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. We're going to come into a little squat here. So just release everything. If your heels are lifted, put some padding underneath them, a blanket or a cushion. Let the body fall between the knees. Let our body just hang there. Let the arms hang on the ground. It's nice if you have the backs of the hands on the ground here. It's kind of much more kind of surrendered and released feeling. Let the weight fall forward between the knees. Relax the back of the neck.
And to encourage the body to release and restore, give some sound to that out breath, breathing in through the nostrils. Sigh. Give it sound. Notice how that feels when you give that breath some sound. And then coming back up. And we're going to bring the hands together. Maybe the elbows together, and then the elbows are going to come apart from each other. The chest, so this is kind of like opening up, you know, the chest lifts up towards the hands, the elbows come out to the sides, the knees come out to the sides, the hips open. And we're sitting up really tall, almost a bit of weight coming forwards, because you may find otherwise that there's too much weight falling back and you kind of fall backwards. And if that happens, you can always, even if your heels are on the ground, you can always put something underneath your heels to just give you a bit more of a weight going forwards there. Try and get the weight forwards, pressing the palms together, taking the chest towards the hands, shoulders down, back of the neck long, straight, strong back. You feel this, wow, there's a lot going on here. And then release. Put the hands on the ground, come up into a ragdoll, knees are bent, body's hanging. Again, releasing breath. Into the nostrils. Sigh out for the mouth. Bring your focus of attention to the base of the spine. Feel this little thread, this invisible thread lifting you from the base. Keep the knees bent. Leave the arms heavy. Keep breathing in and out. And slowly feel that energy rising up through the very center of your body, through that spinal column. Lifting up right to the top, to the crown of the head. Energy. Okay. Balance now. You might just lift your shoulders up, give them a little bit of a squeeze. In through the nostrils, out through the mouth. A little bit of a breather, breathing in and out through the mouth. Okay. Balance, we're going to come into a dancer. So we're going to put all our weight on our left foot, spread the foot wide, spread the toes, maybe bend that left knee slightly, just keep your gravity going down, makes the balance a bit easier. And then bend that right knee and take hold of the foot in the right hand. Either outside grip with the thumb going forwards or inside grip with the thumb going backwards. You can maybe try something different if you always do the same thing. Try and keep that openness in the front of the shoulder, particularly if you've got the inside grip. Make a connection between the thumb and the first finger. Extend the other fingers out and have this lovely mudra. Breathing in, lift that left arm up. Extend. Feel this is lifting the chest. And as you exhale, you're going to lean forward slowly. Take the chest forwards, looking forwards, extending that arm forwards, and then the final part is lifting the right toe towards the ceiling. So you see that's kind of, this is where, you know, it's very difficult, and this is often the last part when we're working with this posture. But it does really help the balance. Although it's strong, you know, it's hard work. With practice, with discipline and practice, this will improve over time. You can even straighten up the standing leg without locking the knee. Breathe. It's a challenging posture. As you breathe in, you're going to lift the arm up, come back, and breathing out, lower the arm down. So coming out slowly if you can, and lowering the leg down slowly. Feet on the ground, just give the legs a little shake, the body a little shake. Yeah, feels good to do that. Let's see what shakes, what wants to shake. And then we put the weight onto the right foot. Spread the toes out, put the weight into that, stand tall, or have that knee slightly bent actually, that's helpful. It will be helpful initially. Just feeling the balance, breathing all the time, taking hold of the foot with the left hand, inside or outside grip. Connect the thumb and the first finger together, spread the other fingers out wide. Breathing in, lift that hand up to the ceiling. And breathing out, taking the arm and also the body is following that arm forwards. So the heart and the hand is almost connected. It's like being pulled forwards. And then you start to lift the left toes to the ceiling, opening the chest, expanding and lengthening the front of the body right to the toe. From the fingertips to the toe, it's really expanded. It's a beautiful back bend, heart opener, balance, so much going on. Lots of Lots of effort here as well. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, lower the arm down. Finally, lower the leg down to the ground. Feet on the ground, just give a body another little shake. Just letting the knees kind of shake, letting the shoulders shake and follow the knees. Maybe make some sound here as well because it feels good. Breathing in. Very good for releasing, kind of a lot of tension or a lot of fear. This is great for that one. Good. Okay. Another balance. More gentle now. So we're going to come into a heron balance. So put the weight on the left foot. And as you inhale, you're going to lift the right knee high, lift the hands high, lift the knee as high as you can, bring the hands together above the head, then turn the hands, and the hands come down, and the right leg comes down. And hopefully we're trying to get this be coordinated. So as the foot touches the floor, the hands come to the sides, and we switch sides, and then we breathe in. And the hands come up, they reach up towards each other, the knee is reaching up to the ceiling, and as you breathe out, it's coming down. And the work here is really to slow it down, to slow, smooth, steady. Switch the weight, breathing in all the way up. So we're not just lifting the knee, we're also lifting the whole of the chest. Everything is lengthening. We're pushing up through that left foot, inhaling, exhaling, the arms are coming down. So really feel the difference between the elevation, the inspiration, the inhale. It's lifted, it's lengthened. And the exhale, which is kind of just floating. It's a nice feeling of floating down, so the body becomes like weightless. So we feel the difference. Switch the weight, and we feel that inhale, and we feel the exhale. Let's just add something in just for a couple more of these moves. Really great for our discipline of our mind here, so we're breathing in. You can just stay with this one if you want to, or if you want to extend it one extra little move, you can push the heel out, the arms are coming down, stay with it. And then you inhale, lift the knee up, again high, lift the hands high, and again soften everything as the foot comes down. Yes. Going super slow with this today, but you go at the speed that feels comfortable for you, breathing in where you're at. But you'll find if you do this very, very slowly, I think it sometimes has a very much more deeper impact. Definitely requires more focus of your mind, which is what we really want to encourage in our practice. Let's do one more either side, breathing in all the way up on the inhale, lifting the knee high, lifting the hands high, hands come together, and then we push that heel out, we straighten the leg, the hands are coming down. And we inhale, we lift the knee high again. And we exhale, lower it down. And if you just, this practice is another great standalone practice. You could do this every morning. Bring a bit of balance into your day. Also mind focus, this is like a moving meditation. A good way actually to do that, you could do alternates. So just the lift and then the lift with the extension. And that will also keep your mind focused to try and remember which one you're doing. Okay, so we're just standing again. I'm going to come into a forward bend. So just placing the feet, hips width apart, parallel, soften the knees, either holding the back if you feel like you need extra support, or breathing in, extending the arms up, strengthening and lengthening your big abdominals, immediately engage as you lengthen with the back, and as you breathe out, forward bend, strong back, not bent knees, but soft knees, coming forwards on the exhale until you reach the ground with the fingertips. Doing whatever you need to do to make contact with the ground, whether that's putting something on the ground or bending the knees. Once you're here, we're going to just see how that feels. What is challenging for you in this posture? Is it the hamstrings? Is it the back? Is it the hips? What is challenging here? Come up on the fingertips, look forwards, make space, and then breathing out, forward bend again. Chest is coming down towards the toes. Tail is lifting up to the ceiling. Good, breathe. Breathing in and out.
in the forward bend. And then we're going to come up onto the fingertips once more. Place the, need to be a bit more forward than that. Weight on the left foot. We're going to take a big step back and a big lunge. Right foot goes back. So it needs to be big enough, that space, so that you have a nice, you can see it's like almost one nice long straight line from the knee to the right heel, rather than this kind of feeling. So we're not going to start like running a race. It's a very different kind of movement. And having the support of the knee, of the thigh here, so you can rest your body partially on that, and also having the support of the hands on the ground either side of the foot really helps. If it's too much though, just put the knee on the ground. You're still, you know, having a good bit of expansion here in the body. So keep, but if you have the knee lifted, really think about strengthening that right thigh, pushing the right heel back, making that super strong. Good. So then bring that right knee down, come up onto kneeling. Okay. Okay, breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the palms together, take them back, and as you exhale, you're taking the hips forwards, and the arms are going back for a crescent moon. If that feels too strong on that right knee, just put a blanket underneath that, that's fine. Hips are level, making sure that the knee isn't going, you know, way beyond the ankle. And what will help that is that pulling back. So we're not just flopping forwards, we're really lifting back as well at the same time. It's kind of a, you know, we're creating that kind of dynamic there. Bring the hands down to the floor, either side of the foot. Tuck the right toe under, lift the knee off the ground, and then send the left foot back into the plank. Good. And we're going to lower down to the ground again. So you can either bring your knees down or you can come down onto the front of the body. Rest. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's have a little rest here. We'll just do a nice little simple back bend just to energize the spine a little bit. Bring the legs together, bring the forward to the ground, back to the hands on the ground. Breathing in, lift the eyes, nose, chin, and chest. And then lift the arms, and then lift the legs. Lots of back bending today, lots of opening of the front of the body. Opening the chest, opening the heart. Keep breathing in and out, smile. We're flying. There's hardly any of us on the ground. Breathing one more time, breathing out, lower down, rest on the other side of the face. Have a releasing breath out through the mouth. Bring the hands either side of the face, push into the hands. Lift the hips from the ground, walk the hands back, sit back into the heels briefly, extend the arms away. Just enjoy that feeling in your back body. Make little claws with the hands actually. This is a nice way of really getting even more openness in the back, making these little claws. Then we're going to come back to downward dog. So flatten the hands, come back onto all fours, tuck the toes under, breathing in, breathing out, lift the knees off the ground. We're in downward dog again, but only for a moment, looking back at the feet, see how this feels now. And we're going to look at the hands now. So lift the head, look at the hands, weight on the left hand and left foot so that we can just take that right foot forwards. And we're in this lunge position again on the other side of the body. So again, if you're okay with the knee, left knee off the ground, pushing that left heel away and just imagining the groin is coming closer down to the ground. Breathe. Good, and smile if you can. Enjoy your practice. Then bring the left knee down. We need to pad that with a blanket, please do. Coming up. If you're finding yourself a bit unbalanced, just widen the stance a little bit. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the palms together. Breathing out, taking the hips forward and taking the arms back. So this is two forces moving away from each other. This is what gives us a lovely open chest, open shoulders, open heart. Also in the hips. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Then bring the hands down to the ground. And this time we just lift that knee off the ground, put the weight into the hands, weight onto the right foot, and just step forward with the left. Have a little moment in ragdoll, let the arms hang forward, knees bend. Breathe into the nostrils, out through the mouth. Just shake the head as if you're saying no, just to release that neck even more. Have a little sigh. And then just catch up, take your hands behind you so you can just sit back, extend the legs out in front of you, bounce your knees up and down a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to slowly lower the body down, just soften everything. So extend the fingers toward the toes, keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. Breathing in and out, slowly lower down. Breathing in and out, slowly, slowly. Once your back is on the ground, once your head is on the ground, let go of the arms completely. Feel the whole of your back relaxed on the ground. Breathe into the nostrils. Sigh out. Make some sound out for your mouth. Enjoy. Yeah, feels good to be on the ground. And then we'll just hug the knees for a moment. Have a little rock and roll, side to side. Let's just release a bit of hips. Done a little bit of work on the hips today, so let's give them a bit of release and a bit of relief. So just circle the knees with the hands a little bit, warm them up, give them a bit of ease, and keep the knees hugged into the body next to each other. As you inhale, take the knees away. As you inhale, take the knees away. As you exhale, let the knees fall away from each other and bring them back to the body. We're just going to do something very nice and easeful, breathing in and breathing out. And we're just drawing circles with the knees, and they're going in opposite directions. So we're just going to move the knees, guide them around slowly, just with the fingertips. Yeah. Breathing in, just softly with the fingertips here, letting them fall out to the side, and just guiding them with the knees, with the fingertips. Inhaling. And we change direction, exhaling, draw the knees into the body, inhaling, take the knees away. So we're just again drawing two separate circles of the knees, making sure the feet fall apart as well, the feet aren't touching. Breathe. Maybe even close your eyes so you can feel more deeply, be more involved with your body, with the sensations that this is giving you, and also just to feel that connection between your body and your breath, maybe feeling the breath in the hip joint and how easeful that is. Moving really slowly and mindfully. And then we'll just finish by hugging the knees. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, a little bit of distance away from, nice and easy, sort of semi-supine position this is. You can even let your knees fall together. It just creates lots of ease here in the hips and the sacrum. So we're just going to soften everything, have the hands on the body, place the hands wherever they want to go. Close the eyes. Where do you need that extra bit of support? Where are the hands wanting to be here? On the heart, the face, the eyes. Cover yourself up if you need extra warmth, because we're going to be going directly into a brief relaxation. A little bit of healing energy. Okay. The hands on the body. Palms of the hands. Definitely where we can focus our attention, focusing our own ability to self-heal. So breathe deeply. And just feel that connection. Palms of the hands also very connected to the heart energy. You think about the heart going right down to the fingers and the hands. So just feel how you are giving yourself support and nurture. Feel the ground is beneath you and supporting you. Really breathing into the parts of the body that the hands are in contact with. You might want to change the position of your hands if you feel you need to. Just breathing into that space between the hands and the ground. You can even take the hands underneath the body if they need to go underneath the body. Wherever they feel they need to go. Just breathing. Breathing. soft, easy breath now. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Letting the breath become softer and softer. It's breathing in and out through the nostrils. Breath is taking care of itself. Coming in and out. Keeping your mind just focused on your relaxation, your own healing, healing of your body, healing of your mind. This itself is a powerful discipline, just to focus on your own healing, which is happening all the time. My body is healing, my mind is healing all the time. You just step out of the way and allow it its space. So feel that healing energy coming from the palms of your hands and also up from the earth, up from the earth, giving you energy, giving you support, giving you space. Giving you the power to commit to your practice and enjoy your practice. So we slowly come to the end of our practice today. Noticing how you feel, noticing the impact of your efforts. When we do this, we're more likely to make that effort again. So each step which is maybe challenging, doing things we don't want to do, each time we partake in those kind of duties to ourselves and each other, then it makes every subsequent step easier often. So just be aware. Give yourself a stretch, breathe deeply, move, do whatever you feel you need to do. Enjoy slowly coming out of the relaxation and rubbing the arms and the legs and whatever parts of the body feel like they need a little bit of extra waking up, whatever you're going to do in the day, so you feel like your mind has come out again. And then rub the palms together vigorously, create some heat and energy between the palms of the hands. Breathe deeply, wake the body up, wake up the brain, make it fully active. And we place the hands over the heart center and we close with our sankalpa, our intention. Maybe you've been working with something for a long time. Maybe there's something new that's popping up. And we water this little seed daily with our attention. We maybe say our sankalpa every day, but we give it, our attention, and we also say it with real meaning, emphasis, and clarity. Good. And release. Namaste. Thank you very much, and well done for being here and for your self-discipline and your self-love.